be live. Alright, time to swap between the two apps now. So you walk eternally through the Shadow Realms, standing against evil where all others falter. May your thirst for retribution never quench, may your blood and your sword never dry, may we never need you again.
They are rage, brutal, without mercy. But you will be worse. Rip and tear, until it is done. This is like you something from
We have to contain this.
Dead Space, the gun and pistol. Iron Sights though. Just you don't hold it with two hands instead of one.
Cannot determine the cause of the demonic invasion until the Rezop satellite is brought back online.
Welcome. I'm Dr. Samuel Hayden. I'm the head of this facility. I think we can work together and resolve this problem in a way that benefits us both.
No. Doom-Marine Praetor suit. Egyptian relics were found in the tomb alongside the Doom-Marine. Some incantation tablets and an ancient combat suit which was given the name the Praetor suit. When found, it was encased in an inscribed stone tomb. The suit was extracted from the rock, cleaned and subjugated to numerous tolerance tests, and found to be almost impervious to any damage. It appears to have some mechanical function as well. Small receptors on the gloves and chest plate that attracted argent plasma and dissipated it through the capillary tubes in the substructure. Markings in the armour are also consistent with images of man or humanoid seen in several tablets and stone found in other expeditions. The same markings are also noted on the Helix stone. Despite it being clear that the suit can be activated in some way, no method has been found to do so. It appears to be missing a component, likely the Doom-Marine itself. First of the UAC EMG sidearm. Every UAC employee is provided with a standard UAC EMG energy matter gel sidearm upon promotion to Tier 2 and above. This sidearm is reliable and effective at short range. A gravity-geared dynamo in the stock, charges a capacitor whenever the operator moves. When the weapon is fired, the capacitor compresses up to 4 megawatts of Argent energy into a hardened plasma gel and launches the slug at high velocity. The gel slug has the same impact properties of conventional ammunition, making the weapon act and feel like a standard ballistics firearm. The weapon is constructed of thermally diffusive metal alloys, which allow it to charge rapidly and repetitively on numerous shots without overheating or compromising the weapon's accuracy. The capacitor in the EMG can also upgraded to concentrate energy into one large pulse for more stopping power. Alright. So that is. I don't think demon's drunk in this place. Oh, hello. Combat shotgun. The UAC shotgun disperses a high spread of velocity of buckshot for maximum impact against the enemy, ideally suited for the operative who requires a speedy response for deadly close encounters. The wide coverage of this weapon loses impact at long range. The weapon is forged from high quality titanium steel alloy to ensure maximum reliability, repeat range, and yield strength. Let me check that chat real quick. Nah. I'll keep mind this chat, and if the viewer count goes up, I'll check the other ones. The Possessed. Alright, let's get person, because he's wearing the suit. Possessed are created by an Lazarus wave event, a phenomenon first discovered by Dr. Olivia Pierce during her Lazarus project. While most victims exposed to the Argent biowaves will expire without further effect, some subjects will absorb traces of Argent energy and enter a state of posthumous vigor. Despite necrosis of the internal organs with the exception of the brain, I don't know, I see a big hole through that one. The victim continues to animate and exhibit low order of sentience for weeks or even months after clinical death. Posthumous brain activity in the possessed is limited to instinctive behaviour. The possessed are known to be territorial when confronted by the living. When isolated, they will often enter a dormant state for extended periods of time. They will stand unmoving for days or weeks at a time until presented with a live food source or threatened. An interesting behaviour has been seen when the possessed are held in small groups. They will drag human corpses to a central location within their holding pens and perform a silent ritual around the pile of bodies. The resulting ceremonial site appears to be the initial stages of a gore nest. These actions must be driven by telepathic communication with higher ranking demons, as there is no local brain activity that can manage such choices. Possessed will perform these tasks even when limbs are removed or Pavlovian pain responders are implanted in their cortex, further cementing the theory that they are unwilling slaves, performing an integral part of the life cycle of demons. Possessed create the birthing ground for new demons, upon expiration they themselves are used as fertilizer for these gore nests. Who cares?
Demonic presence cannot save you.
I'm bad at games. The Imp 1, Imp I. These ferocious agile demons are found all over Hell and are often used on the front line in a organised attack in either dimension. They revel in battle, feeding off their victims when the hunger takes them.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown.
I need to lower my sensitivity. I keep... Yeah, I'm gonna lower my sensitivity. Because I keep missing my shots. There's a mouse acceleration on. That's gross. Okay, that's a bit too low. Let's try to...
Demonic presence at unsafe level. Lockdown in effect.
It's so inaccurate. I'm better off using the shotgun. There we go.
Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged.
The lack of reloading's really thrown me through a loop here. I need to get the habit of reloading.
Cannot be allowed to leave this place. He would ruin everything.
Ah, well, lady. Beep.
I'm willing to take full responsibility for the horrible events of the last 24 hours, but you must understand. Our interest in their world was purely for the betterment of mankind. Everything has clearly gotten out of hand now, yes. But it was worth the risk, I assure you.
I saw that Doom 3, bad one, has, oh, hello. A map. Interesting. I saw that Doom 3 has like a VR mod that's like fully integrated, like fully functional VR mod. Sounds interesting. Gore nests. Studies of demons upon entering this dimension have shown that their conduct is not purely vindictive. There is a method behind their actions. When a demon captures a prey, the fresh kill is taken to a temporary ceremonial site where arcane rituals are performed upon the pile of blood and gore. When enough corpses have been gathered, the ceremonial site becomes a gore nest. These nest sites, imbued with hell energy from rituals, act as umbilical cords to hell. Extreme caution must be taken when approaching gore nests. Attacking the nest, or indeed any demon within close proximity to the next nest, will act as an alarm and siphon more demons from hell. Oh, that was a fall damage. Impact compensation. Thank you. UAC. Despite the recovery of liquid water on Mars in the early 21st century, the colonization of Mars has little appeal beyond exploration for the next century. With the discovery of the Argent Fracture, a transdimensional stream of unrefined Argent plasma in 2095, settling and mining Mars became both practical and essential to meet the vast energy demands of Earth. However, the need for atmospheric conversion and terraforming of the red planet was a task that seemed insurmountable to all but one corporation, the UAC. Through their diligent dedication to technological advancement and forward thinking, an outpost was established in MTC 2096 to extract Argent plasma from the fracture. When this plasma is subjected to the UAC's fermionic transference pattern, FTP, Argent energy is produced. This remarkable venture eventually bore fruit as Argent energy became the primary source of power for all on Earth. New visitors to the UAC facility may take for granted the rich atmosphere. While on the surface, it should be remembered that just a few short decades ago, Mars was an inhospitable desert and could support no life. Unauthorized exploration into exclusion zones outside of the base is not allowed under any circumstances. Highly volatile experiments and artifacts are frequently researched at safe distance away from the base, and your safety in these areas cannot be guaranteed. Something I was going to talk about there. Yes, so my first ever experience with Doom, the world of Doom, was the movie with, I think it was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. That was my first ever experience with Doom. And then my second experience was this game. Oh, hello. What did I miss? Oh, I got him. Just I didn't get enough damage on. I missed him by I got him, but only by like the forehead. What the hell are you? Dead. Possess suit. That's what you want. Ammo, please. No? Okay. I thought if you push them, if you take it, because you get ammo. Or is that a different thing? You just get health when you go because maybe I'll wait it out and it goes from health to ammo. I don't know. Does blue mean your outside range and red means your inside range to go okay? Yes, I see you. Okay. There you go. There you go. I'll do. Keep reloading. Reloading isn't a thing in this game. Excuse me. Excuse me. Can I not double jump yet? I guess not. Guess it's an upgrade to the Praetor suit or something. Oh. Convenient. There's no flashlight either. Torch, sorry. I'll take some more armor and some ammo. Oh wait, max ammo. Okay. Door seems to be locked. Find the key. Oh, hello, Doom guy. Doom boy. Is that a required double jump to get up there? Mr. Man has demonic logos on his head. Keep going through your road. Oh, that was down here. Hold on, I'm just pick him off. I like that noise it makes. slowest being on the planet. That's something one of them rituals, is it? I wonder if we go through things. No, I cannot. That'll do. I'll take the checkpoint and I'll just explore another fashion or... I don't know. Secrets, I guess. The wee Doom GB. Ability to double jump. I'll explore. Sorry lads. Map. Grenades. Got some full of nades. Who are you? You're not a Doom guy. Oh, I guess so. We're up to unlock these upgrades. This map reveals exploration items in a wider radius around your position. Or, you know what, I'll take this one. Database. Elite Guard. Elite Guard is a company of security personnel charged with protecting the Lazarus Project research and maintaining order throughout the Argent facility. Their distinct red uniforms help to instill a calming influence among UAC employees. Huh? And they're known to be level-headed, disciplined, fair but firm. Research contains cybernetic augmentations which give the elite guards an advantage should they quell any disturbances. The augmentations allow them to be faster, stronger, and more resilient to injury. The frag grenade. The design of this weapon is conventional in nature, though it has been refined to perform at the limit of its ballistic capabilities. The UAC fragmentation grenade uses a Comp-D explosive package encased in a steel alloy shell and has an effective fatality radius of about 5 meters. Improvements on the antiquated M67 grenade, include a more reliable chemical fuse mechanism, interior machining of the casing to provide more efficient projectile dispersion, and a trigger safety clip to prevent unwanted activation. And your Comp-D explosive also ensures that the radio pressure wave has no drop spots, ensuring full damage potential within the fatality zone. Alright. While the Lazarus wave exposure does not effectively wipe any vestiges of human behaviour from the most of its victims, some subject does effectively wipe. Some subjects continue to display tactical cognitance posthumously. As with possessed engineers, this does not appear to be random. If an individual has training in combat as part of the UAC military, the Lazarus Wave event will transform them into more than mere slaves. This anomaly further supports the theory that there's some form of genetic coding embedded within the Lazarus Wave particles which governs the outcome of Lazarus Wave exposures on a per-case basis. Looks like something right out of Warhammer, like part machine, part bone, part flesh. Let's keep going, shall we? Wow, secrets. Good for secrets. I just clean keyboard instead of being a monkey. I'm guessing just a monkey person. loud noise. Oh, what is that? Drone. Oh, weapon mods. Field drones will supply you with weapon mods and competitors to use the right click button. Oh, dogs. It's okay. Cool. Choose which mod you want, and we'll attach to your weapon. Okay, so charge burst with right click, charge with 3 round burst on the tire spread. Our grenade launcher. I've got grenades, so I'm just going to charge burst. Oh, I'll put that. You cannot stop a shot mid-shot. Okay, M does not open up the map. Charge burst. An urgent charge compression reloader allows the operator to automatically fire up to 3 rounds in rapid succession with the enemy at close range. This action is devastating, taking down all but the most resilient adversaries. The compression reloader requires several seconds to recompress after use. I'm pretty sure the WW left click sword technique from Shadow Warrior also said that, but quite a lot of people survived it. Field drone. Often referred to as droppers, these drones were developed by the UAC to autonomously receive and deliver ordered parts to engineers, off-duty employees, and soldiers. Thank you. Whoa. What is this way? A big budget armor? I'll take that. Some little shotgun ammo. I'll also take that. And E. The UAC. New advocates, welcome to the UAC. This guidebook will serve as your personal guide to fitting in an urgent facility on Mars. Your devotion to the UAC's mission is the foundation on which we achieve establishment of a new paradigm to move humanity toward the future. Tier 1 advocates may take some time to adjust to life on Mars, but with faith and dedication you can look forward to a long and fruitful career as your work towards your full induction. Your transition to Tier 2 status will be judged upon your actions here. Make a good impression, you advocate. This guide will update automatically as you access new areas of facility. Expect more helpful hints into the UAC ways of life. And as we say here on Mars, power from the people. Okay. Got a new tutorial. Let's just mark that off as red, shall we? Yeah, okay. I know the grenade launcher is like useful and all that, but I've already got grenades, so there's no point in getting like 2 sets of weapons, is there? Oh, wee boy's sad. You always be sad, Yes, that's it, that's the stuff. That also increases the range, which is very useful. Yeah, he's stunned this time, but he's a bit far away. That's fine, I'll just do some more exploration. Get some money. I saw some more over here. We can get that. Yeah, I think that's better than the grenade launcher. Because I'm pretty sure the grenade launcher can hurt you if you... yeah, pretty sure it can damage yourself. Okay. Smack him in the face a bunch. That's how you do them. Grumbly guitars in this soundtrack, man, that's what I live for. fat greasy guitars, man. And the chainsaw and Soviet synths. I don't think I needed to, but I use a big click for that one, but I don't know. Let me head back up there actually. Oh, okay. Excuse you. This is me up here. Yeah. Cool. Oh, I've actually quite a lot of exploration here, not making the walls and stuff. Okay, I respect that. Oh, I'm dead. I thought I was making... Oh well. One. Variety of angles. 90, 80, 13 and a half. Did I actually kill him? Did that count as me killing him? I think so. Aw. You used to like a climbing, like, ladder climb animation there. That's interesting. Did that one not send? On YouTube it didn't. Interesting. I'm sure on Twitch. I wonder if that updates live. Oh, it made it. It made it. Okay. Oh, hello. I wonder if I can get... No, I cannot. Let's move those away. should turn off motion blur. I'm looking at the video back and it looks very bloody. Yeah, I'll turn off motion blur. I'm pretty sure that's everything, so let's continue forward.
Welcome to the UAC. Now 221 accident-free days.
I wouldn't say that. Unless it wasn't an accident. Watching. Broken view from your prison, pitted against evil, the cycle begins anew. To discover the cause of the demonic invasion, first locate and align communication satellites in the resource operations facility. Make up my sensitivity a little bit more to like 2.2 or something. Know your enemy.
Hello,
Vega.
I am Vega, the sentient intelligence assigned to Mars. After running diagnostics on the Praetor suit, it appears that I can activate optional challenges that, when completed, will assist in upgrading your arsenal at an accelerated pace. I have added a tracking component to your dossier.
Armed 5 different glory kills in the possessed. Killed 2 of the possessed with 1 trigger pull from the shotgun. And find 3 secrets. Alright, okay. Razor Chroma. Wait, hold on. I just realised that. That's cool. I don't think it'll work on my mouse since it's not Razor Chroma, but it is RGB. Pretty cool if it could. And my mouse seems a lot more comfortable.
Main power offline. All entrances not operating.
Excuse you. It's a possessed only that will work on, right? Yeah.
Main power offline. All entrances not operational.
I need to go down. Ah.
Main power offline. All entrances not operational.
Any more possessed? Hanging about. Nah. Oh, do that then. I'll take sugar ammo.
Main power online.
Can be moving.
I believe in honesty, especially now, in what will be your final moments in this world. All the rumors, the human sacrifices, the hell portal, the demons. It's all true. My sisters and brothers, be thankful. You will be the first. You will have a seat alongside them, just as I will, in what will become the new world that they create for us. Starting now.
Hope the volume's okay. I know that room down there is really oh, hey, it's really loud. So I'm sorry if it's too loud for you guys. repeats.
In what will be your final moments in this world? All the rumors, the human
One map, please.
the hell portal, the demons. It's true. My sisters and brothers, be thankful. You will be the first. You will have a seat alongside them, just
What
as
those
I
are.
will, in what will become the new world that they create for us. Starting now.
Environments. Oh, no, resource operations. The Resource Operations Center, referred to as ResOps, was one of the first facilities constructed at the Mars base after the discovery of the Argent Fracture. It encompasses several key areas needed to run the facility, including plasma extraction and processing, isotope stabilization.
Honesty.
Oh, she keeps talking.
Especially now.
I'll get out of here before I read the rest of that then. There we are. Ore mining, artifact analysis, communication, networking, and off-world transportation. The UAC employees posted on the Mars facility are expected to fulfill a tour of duty in ResOps before moving on to the specialised career bracket. Security clearance level 1 allows access to all areas of ResOps, excluding the Vega networking hubs and some satellite control centres. For access to these locations, unit advocates must submit a Delta Q Delta form to the departmental enforcer. Vega. Running the Argent facility takes a lot of power, not just electrical and mechanical, but computational. So with many interdependent systems feeding off a single power source, the UAC decided to create a central mainframe computer to manage not only the flow of Argent energy, but the day-to-day operations of a facility with over 60,000 employees. This mega computer, the brainchild of Samuel Hayden, head of the UAC, would exceed computational ability of any system before it, and more importantly, would be recognised as the first truly autonomous artificial intelligence entity. They named it Vega.
I believe in honesty.
They named it Doomslam.
And what will be your final
There's some more possessed hanging about. I wonder if possessed soldiers count. Done it again. More possessed hanging about here.
they create?
Alright, I'll take that. What was that?
Especially now. And what will be your final human sacrifices?
Oh, for God's sake.
My sisters and brothers, be thankful. You will be the first. You will have a seat alongside.
Weapon upgrade point. Speed to recover reduces the charge time between bursts. Rapid fire increases the fire rate of the bursts. No. Reduces the loading time of the charge burst. You know what? I'll take that, I think.
Just as I will, what will become the new
Oh.
world that they create for us.
Yeah, I like that.
Starting now.
Open, please. I not can. During a large wave event, victims undergo dramatic changes to their physiology. There we go. Physiology, internally and externally. Aside from fundamentally changing the composition of their internal organs, the high-intensity plasma wave is strong enough to fuse metal to skin. In many cases, personal items such as watches, jewellery, and other such things can burn through the skin and become permanently embedded in the victim. Perhaps the most unfortunate victim of this fusing event are subjects I've been working with tanks or welding equipment. As this equipment is often attached to the body to allow for mobile work in low gravity environments, Lazarus Wave will create a demonized human with a highly combustible explosive device embedded within its skin. As with all possessed creatures, they are mindless and driven through some form of telepathic communication from an unknown demon overseer. Additional care must be taken when confronting a possessed engineer. The fuel tank is punctured and doesn't explode. The breathing container can turn a possessed engineer into an explosive projectile. This is a danger to any nearby, both human and demon. Roasted and
Demonic
toasted.
presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown.
As opposed to safe levels. Oh, I got two. Great. Is this Doom? Okay, that worked. This is possessed over there. I'm going to combine. If I get closer, I'll combine. One more bit. Get him closer, so I know who's beast. There we go.
Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged.
What did I get for that? Just open upgrade token. I'll take it. Fair enough. I can upgrade Pesto. Will I upgrade Pesto? Increases the time it takes to power up charge shot. Decreases the recovered time of the charge shot. Move at full speed when using charge shot energy. I'll take that. So it'll take some time. In a vision they saw the future, bold and powerful, and the many worked as one to bring the new order. What better words to inspire you as you set about initiating yourself into the UAC? Those who came before you and those who serve all operate, well, I cannot read today, all operate with the same goal in mind, the development of a new dawn for mankind. It is by this principle of teamwork that we will elevate ourselves to the next plane of existence. If you have any new suggestions to improve the work environment while you work in your tenure in ResOps, please submit suggestions in the form of E1M4 to your command controller. However, it is imperative that you learn to accept the things you can't change and follow the path that has been laid out for you. Your service in ResOps is a test of your devotion to the cause. Should you be asked to submit yourself to an interrogation program or experimental treatment, you are expected to comply without question. A fellow advocate asks you to engage in dedication ceremony, say yes. If you see an advocate doubting their role in the UEC, bring it to the attention of enforcers so they might receive the help they need. Don't be selfish, Tier 2 is for everyone. ResOps.
Here at the UAC, we take pride in nurturing a growing workforce, and each year we harvest only the best of the best. Are you ready to move up? To take on new challenges? To become more than you ever dreamed you could be? Talk to your supervisor to see if you meet the requirements.
Beat Bob. Hold on, that doesn't count as a secret. What's the... what was the point?
The UAC.
How am I supposed to get up there? What? Oh, it's not happening.
We take pride in nurturing a
Chainsaw.
workforce, and each year we harvest only the best of the best. Are you ready to move on? To take on new challenges? To become more than you ever dreamed you could be? Talk to your supervisor to see if you meet the requirements for this year's Soul Harvest.
There's been reports of this item being seen around the Argent facility, though there are no uses for it. Security personnel have been made aware that this item has been smuggled into Mars and has been directed to confiscate it immediately, as there are no practical uses for it. So assured that this item should be considered a black market enthusiast weapon.
Access denied. Security clearance required.
Jesus, yeah.
Access denied. Tailored security clearance required.
Excuse me. Don't have the explosive guy.
Access denied. Yellow security clearance required.
Just getting depressed.
Access denied. Yellow security clearance required.
Away he goes. I can't get in there. Oh. Oh, it's toggle approach. Okay, okay. These guys just make a lot of noise.
Access denied. Yellow security clearance required.
One saw, make it change, please.
Demonic presence but not safe mode. Not yet. Lockdown disengaged.
I came from here. Oh. Ah. Cut my neck a bit earlier. Ooh, yeah. You think Streamlabs would show you where would show you both YouTube and Twitch's stream chat? I'll do this. Oh. I don't really want any, to be honest, but I'll take it, I guess. Does it use... uses grenade launcher. The sound I think is great. Ooh, the crunchiness. It's great. Thanks, man. Off you get. Big flex. I need the way forward, but it's not the way I want to go. Still can't double jump yet. Oh god. Yeah. His wee helmet. Big fat 2 right there. I got sent on Twitch. Yeah, weird how Streamlabs only sends it on Twitch. Maybe I should download a Restream app actually. Maybe there's a thing for that. Alright, let's try not to get killed by this thing. Okay, rude.
Access granted.
Yeah, that's what I thought. When I get some ammo here, I don't even know what it is. No. Don't know that done. Did I like open this? I did. It isn't a secret, it's a secret. Achievement, Thorough Shopper. Complete all challenges. Okay. Plasma Rifle. Plasma Rifle becomes an issue among military units with the advent of Argent Power electromagnetic accelerators based off the hit design of the early 21st century. This weapon delivers rapid salvo plasmoids that inflicts both impact and thermal damage to target. This shotgun ammunition incorporates a glycerin fuse that detonates an octrine. Can't pronounce that one. Embedded shot is dispersed at the point of impact, creating a wide area of effect. Highly effective against multiple targets, or when detonated to the rear of enemies in defilade. Oh, I've got a weapon point. I can't upgrade to that. That's super. This is a very good exploration. Hello, Mr. Behind me. That was fun. I just dodged that. Okay, can I upgrade myself? I can. I'll take it. Makes the explosive guys a lot less scary. Oh, what was that? Self-preservation. Decreased weapon self-damage. Ah, okay. Immune to explosive barrel damage. Interesting. Okay. Oh, I'm back here. What's that yellow thing near my head? Oh wait, no. Yeah, I went in a circle. Wait. No, I hadn't. Oh, that was a mistake. Let's get that.
Access granted.
Welcome to the UAC's Mars installation, located in the vast Palestinian impact basin. This high-technology research facility is pushing the boundaries of the imagination each and every day. As a valued employee, your loyalty is more than just a commitment to the UAC. It's a commitment to the future of mankind. Thank you for your service.
The heavy assault rifle. Although recently superseded by the plasma rifle, which I've got, as the UAC standard issue weapon, the heavy assault rifle is still in widespread use due to its dependable mechanical firing mechanism, high accuracy at long range, and an abundant supply of ammunition. The weapon is effective at all engagement distances and is best used against a solitary target unless a micro missile modification is present. The third issue ammunition is a 50 caliber full metal jacket round. That's a big beefy round. Health Station. The UAC Health Station has the same standard design specifications as its predecessor, the Health Pack, but with its improved nanobot dispersal and faster cellular analysis. When the patient's arm is inserted into the ministration sleeve, the Health Station initiates a microscopic atom force scan on the subject and administers a nanobot package that targets the cellular deficiencies. Chem clusters are then dosed to the patient, which stimulates rapid recovery. Some users experience lightheadedness when using the Health Station. This can be cured by reinserting the patient's arm into the machine and running it a second time. This can be repeated as often as necessary. Okay. Oh. Switch weapons faster, grab ledges faster, swap mods faster. Okay. Oh, you can. Oh, you can upgrade different parts of the thing. Okay. That's interesting. Cool. I think I'll keep my upgrades on now though. Well, 6 turns this. Oh, I meant to activate their lock. There we are. You know what's good about Doom's weapon design is that you can kind of see, like, there's no reloading in this, but you can kind of see how they would reload. So this one would maybe bring this out or something. This would open, and you can reload, or this might come out, and then you put another thing back in. Like, see how that reloads. This might, that might reload like an auto pistol. That you got the big drum. And you pull back the thing what you pull back, and then that you think it might be shell loaded into the top, possibly, or the bottom. Or like KSG into the stock. You can kind of see how they'd all operate. It's kind of cool. Especially someone who likes to gun. I am the one who gun. This lack of double jump has thrown me right through a loop. No. Hey. Okay. I thought my ledge grab just stopped. Ledge grab upgrade to grab more ledges. Oh, hello. That was some good design. Although I don't see the point in it. I see it now. Ew, that was some good design. Saw the bloodstains, I thought, you can probably climb this. Turns out you can. Thought I fell there too. I got excited because I thought they were red. I thought they were like a red guy. Secret found? No. Upsetting. Are you meant to go up here? I thought you meant to walk through here. Interesting. Yeah, okay. Did I miss something then? I'll go back and check once I've opened this.
I'm blocking your access to the facility scanner. Come to the Vega terminal, and I'll give you what you need.
Down here? Yeah, that's right, I missed it. Does that mean demon want to show his face again? Nah. Okay. There we are. Weapon upgrade point. Oh, there he is. Keep forgetting the loading is not a thing. Got a bunch of new information to read. Possessed security. Possessed security units exhibit the most complex battle strategies of all of the possessed humans, including the mobile shield, advances towards enemy firing while indeflated. I don't know what that word means. Possessed security will also drop their shields to adopt a more accurate firing stance at the cost of lowering their defences. Berserk. Test subjects exposed to this sphere exhibit extreme rage and increased strength. It has been noted that subjects given the Berserk sphere will vent their rage on any living creature they can find and will even self-harm if they find no outlet for fury. In the extremely rare cases that a subject survives exposure, they'll be left in a perpetual state of delirium and should be exterminated. That wasn't worth reading. way to get over there, I reckon. I'm gonna go for it. Oh, yeah. I knew I misjudged that jump as soon as I like it peaked my height. I was like, nah, I fucked it. And then dropped to this death 3. And we're back here. Great. Dying to find the secret again. Or did I still have my weapon upgrade? I think I still got, yeah, I still got my weapon upgrade. I didn't save the combat. Okay, that's fine. I don't know, it just saved your location where the checkpoint was, but not the point of the game state. That's an interesting checkpoint system. Hey! Ah, okay. Whatever. It's like there. I can get to there. Or I can see if I can make this jump. Nope. Okay, I don't think you can make it. Oh, I'm getting messages. Ugh. Don't follow the obvious path. I tried. I died. Pepperoni. Oh, I thought I missed that. You could just start like this. Keep hitting reload button, reload. I just keep doing that. Whenever you see me do that, that's probably because I'm trying to reload. Especially when the enemy's about. Oh, that's not an entry. Possessed security will keep an optimal distance from its target. If the target gets too close, the possessed security will attack with a ferocious shield burst and retreat to preferred engagement range. Possessed security have only been observed using the DS-117 UAC shotgun and shield outfit, which suggests that the ranks are exclusively created for members of Special Forces military units, called the UAC Nano Phalanx. The Neo Phalanx is used exclusively as military defense for remote UAC colonies. Did I miss something in here? Yes, I did. Excuse you. brute force. The only way to slay. Can you open doors? Yes, I can. They're so loud. Oh my god, why are they so loud? Yeah, let's go this way. See what we got. Armor upgrade. Beep pop pop beep pop beep beep beep. Oh, hello. Oh. Is that an autofill? Ooh, it is. I should upgrade. Have I got one? One token. When a power wears off, a damaging blast. When acting a power up healed maximum. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. That sounds good. It's still the same. Oh, it is. Okay. Okay, guess I'll go resin through here. This is bigger.
It's a gift.
Can't step back a bit.
Take it. It will give you strength, help you on your journey, if you can withstand the power surge.
Ability to double jump. Oh, no. Just a fat boost.
That is pure Argent energy just taken into your system. It seems to agree with you. I will unlock the remaining Argent cells within the facility for you. Vega, give him what he wants.
61,337 UAC members deceased. 81% of the facility is on lockdown. Demonic presence through the Mars installation is critical. According to the records, Dr. Hayden, the invasion originated in the Lazarus facility. It seems that a hell wave was activated, transforming 64% of all UAC employees into the creatures you see roaming throughout the facility. The rest were killed by the demons released from their holding cells by Olivia Pierce.
I feel I should apologize for what's happened here. Some of my employees took things too far. Olivia was the cause of all this, and I believe you will have to deal with her in time. You may not agree with our research, but know this. We exploited hell and its resources because it was in mankind's best interest to do so. What you now see in this facility is the cost of progress. But none of that matters now.
There is an emergency in the foundry. The regulators have been destroyed and the core temperatures are now destabilizing.
They've overrun the adjacent facility. If the venting turbines aren't re-engaged, neither of us will survive the meltdown.
That does open now. development of the Argent accumulator, it was discovered that Argent plasma compressed into Hayden radius spheres, named after Samuel Hayden, would retain its structure when charged with enough radioactive isotopes. Once formed, if the surface tension of the plasma sphere is broken, the energy cache contained within will quickly discharge, energizing anything it comes into contact with. Argent caches were the forerunner of the Argent accumulator, but their vulnerability to blunt force makes them too unpredictable. There are still hundreds of these prototype Argent caches to be found around the Argent facility, and have become somewhat of a collector's item among UAC employees. Yeah, okay. Some HEV suits then. Huh. I missed 4 secrets. Oh well. I'm well on guard. Upset. Oh well. On the satellite back online, the full-scale origin of the attack is revealed. Olivia Pierce, Lazarus Project's lead scientist turned cult leader, activated a hell wave and released hundreds of demons from the holding cells in the Lazarus laboratories. The devastation that followed has left the facility on the brink of complete destruction. The foundry reactors are in critical meltdown. Samuel Hayden, a survivor and the head of the Mars facility, has offered you his help if you need it. You don't. You just need ammo and would stop the meltdown before it tears the base apart. He's a robot. Man's a robot. Who trusts robots? Don't know. I know. Oh, okay. Cool. Saving those weapon points for the next upgrade, like micro missiles or something. Eesh.
After running more diagnostics on the active Praetor suit, it appears that I can accelerate the upgrading of your arsenal by measuring your combat effectiveness. I have added a tracker to your helmet's display.
The facility will not allow you access to the turbine room unless the demonic threat level is brought down inside the foundry. Our security systems cannot be overridden.
Let's check. Carbstorm performed 3 different above glory kills on possessed soldiers. 3 possessed 1 barrel kill, 3 possessed with 1 explosive barrel. Okay, that seems easy enough. Three possessed, 1 barrel. Okay. Oh, hello. No, make vessels. Firing a plasma rifle will build up excess heat that can be released within a powerful blast. Oh, I like that. Don't make missiles, don't want heat blasts. Like, quite like the heat blast idea. Sounds highly useful.
Gas leak detected. Access denied.
For now. I've got a thing to know. Oh, I was going to check this. Shots from the plasma rifle will now build heat much faster. Significantly reduces weapons recovery from a heat blast. Expands the increased amount of heat that can be contained, resulting in more damage. Generate heat passively.
Warning. Core temperature rising.
Yeah, that looks like a double jump kind of place. I'm gonna go the other way. It doesn't cool down, right? Okay, that's useful. Good to know. I'll take that. Oh, those guys are gone. I think I skipped a combat encounter. I think I skipped
Warning.
all
Core
the combat
temperature
encounters
rising.
by going that way. Oh no. I wonder if the... Okay, we'll see if it still recovers its heat. Indeed it does. The hell's the Blind Council? I have a yellow access card. I got it from the last level. I think there's like a whole quest about it. Put that there. Another stat upgrade this early. Ammo, please. Okay. Okay, so that's the place where I think I need a double jump. Let's keep looking around. Is that death? Doesn't look like death. Blue key card. I'm gonna sneeze. Ugh. Ugh. Excuse me. See you. Okay. No. Let's try and get him. I'll see if I can lure him down here. So I can jump on him from the... No? No? Alright. There we go. Got it. Another blue key card. I was gonna get up there. There's another. Yes, another double jump requirement. And it looks to be another double jump requirement. Am I missing something? Am I? I feel like I could double jump before now. Purchase all upgrades to unlock mastery. Or to get all of them. Oh, dog bark. a big level. Oh Christ. Did I get it? Yeah, I got it. Oh, went in. Oh no. I thought it was a cackle demon. This is fine. Came from here. Okay, I'll do that. Oh, I can. Excuse you, princess. See, that wasn't me. Exhaust. Let's try 4 of these nests. Okay.
Demonic threat reduced by 25%.
Alright. There's some stuff over there, I'll be a bit of that. I have a full charge ready. Stand back, I got a chainsaw. Oh, yeah, okay. That's where this massive drop is. Yeah, okay. Nothing in here. I'll take you though. Those. The big guy was. Oh no, I don't know how to get back. Did I mess something again? I think I may have. Oh, yes it is. There we are. What have you got? You've got a hand.
Access granted.
The noise in this sound design in this game is great. I don't know what I granted.
Gas leak stopped.
There was just somewhere I couldn't work with a gas leak. I'll go down here. Don't really need to go that way. I've been in there. I may need to consult the map for this one. Oh no, right over there. I don't think I've explored over there. Oh no, wait, yellow key card, isn't it? Yeah.
The Prime Council is always watching.
What did the... Okay, I'm there. Is that a key card there? Data log. I missed it, I guess. And I Doom guy there. Okay. Armor, don't care about that. Orange means collected, I'm guessing. Oh, I didn't go down there. Okay. Sure. Don't know what that means either. Argent's house. Okay. So I will get this guy and then head over there, I guess. Oh. Oh, he's up there. Is he? Nice. Here? Yeah. Vault guy. And I can handle it with a chainsaw. How about the one else? Shoot guy. Okay. This one. Okay. Yeah, got a bunch of stuff. Foundry. I didn't get the auto map. Huh? Congratulations. You have if you're reading this message and you've been wanted to the Foundry Resources team. If you were volunteered for this service, you're joining an elite band of Tier 1 advocates whose work and dedication keep our mission running on all cylinders. As a member of Foundry Resources, you have access to some of the most advanced equipment the UAC has to offer, including grip ton cargo handlers, Delta V jump boots, double jump, okay, and Dino phasic elevators. That's like the anti-gravity lift that went up. New members might want to consider applying for an exclusive team tattoo upon joining as a sign of faith in our science. Team tattoos are a mark of your tireless work at the UAC and can be requested by signing up for any of the Lazarus Wave case studies. Please contact a Tier 3 Advanced Weaponry Technician to fill your application for a Pentagram brand. A copper crucible attached to the focusing lens of the plasma rifle absorbs residual thermal energy from the weapon and can discharge it instantly by transferring the heat to a borosilicate diffusion chamber. This creates a heat wave at the end of the weapon that causes localized damage and sometimes creates a pressure wave that will knock back targets. The crucible recharges with normal use of the weapon. While the operator of the weapon is partially shielded from the charge, it's recommended that a thermal protection unit, such as the X-suit types, be worn while operating this modification. Hellraiser. The Hellraiser is an astute tactical foe that will engage enemies from a distance with a powerful beam of unrefined hell energy. The beam emanates from an arm-like protrusion composed of cartilage and other osseous tissue. Articulation of the cartilage allows the Hellraiser to focus its energy beam into a single charge shot that will obliterate anything that stands in its path. Obliterate. Good if I can talk. Imp. Despite their low status among the demon ranks and their seemingly endless numbers, imps have unique characteristics in battle. Some prefer fighting from an elevated position, while others rush to the target and swipe at them with razor-sharp claws. Walls and obstacles offer no defense against imps, as they will leap great heights and easily hang from surfaces. The imp is capable of channeling hell energy through its hands and shaping it into a projectile. As the imp channels energy, airborne particles and debris are sucked into the maelstrom to create a condensed superheated fireball. The mechanics of the imp's ranged attack suggest that they are actually a lower form of the summoner. The Hell Knight is a towering brute bred for combat deep in the bowels of hell. These are the diabolical beasts that are prized gladiators of the demon horde. They relentlessly stomp towards a target, smashing their massive fists into the ground to create shockwaves that stagger their opponent and leave them vulnerable to bone-crushing melee attacks. The Hell Knight's powerful legs allow it to leap large distances effortlessly, quickly closing the gap between it and its enemy. So it's going to go over there. Over there. Check that place out again. And here, for the chainsaw, the fuel.
Demonic threat reduced by 50%.
There's stairs. How does someone get that shield get up there? To get up to the vents, to get to that armor. Hello? Up there. there, it would seem. That way. Let's find the collectibles. Not shields. Not secrets. So I've got the yellow key card, I think. So over here. Christ, okay.
Stay focused. Stay committed. Remember, the Blind Council is always watching.
Whatever that is. So somewhere in this hall is my second weapon upgrade. Russia's a dash mode in this game. You have to be kind of cheating with the ability to edge, go and dash. Okay. Nothing here. I found the objective.
Warning. Core temperature rising.
Take that though.
Demonic threat reduced by 75%.
Nothing else here. Cool. I guess that those pentagrams on the forehead is the like family tattoo or whatever, the job tattoo. Oh, I know where I am. That's where the armor is. Alright, yeah, it's fine. I can really kill this. Okay, I know what you're doing. Okay. So they are safe to go back up.
See accidental death and dismemberment form? See Jessica in Human Resources for assistance.
Okay. This chainsaw fuel. I love chainsaw fuel.
Establishing new territory. With you,
Demonic
we will
presence
step
reduced to minimum safe levels. Lockdown disengaged. Turbine room doors now open.
Have you filled out your UAC dismemberment form yet? See Jessica in Human Resources for assistance.
I don't know what he was doing. Just lurking about there, walking away. Well, apparently I get bonuses for shooting folk, so I was gonna do that.
Warning. Core temperature reaching critical levels.
No, we haven't solved the problem yet. Give me up there. Those rockets, or maybe micro rockets, or something for the machine gun. Oh, hello.
The core temperature is now stabilized.
Full combat proficiency, I think that is the end of the level. Well, I'll get that armor in there.
The primary control room has been activated somewhere nearby. It could be Olivia.
I'm only a tiny bit away from getting full marks, but alas, it won't happen. There we are. We're just gonna jump into that one. Yeah. Oh, maybe not. I'll take you. Congratulations, you advocate. Oh no, I've seen this, haven't I? The Foundry, an extension wing of the Resource Operations First Mars Outpost, processes all of the heavy elements mined in the outlying Martian landscape from around the original location of the Argent fracture. Refining Argent plasma requires a large amount of transitional metals and noble gases, so a central location can be systematically cleansed and decontaminated is required to keep Argent energy production at maximum efficiency. As such, this area is considered at high risk, and all UAC employees are subject to regular med checks to ensure that their production capabilities are not degraded by the environment. Industrial accident-related deaths in the foundry dropped dramatically in MTC 2146 thanks to the implementation of new UAC safety protocols, where employees exposed to dangerous materials are immediately sent to the Lazarus labs for cleansing, reduction, and where possible, reintegration. As a result of this protocol, officially reported deaths have dropped to negligible amounts. Samuel Hayden. He's Robot Man. He's the chairman of the UAC. Born into a wealthy and powerful Hayden family, he's completed his Masters in Theoretical Physics at Oxford University. He showed prodigious talent in 2 seconds. Into her fields including thermodynamics, electromagnetic theory, and nuclear sciences. At a young age, she established the Samuel Hayden Foundation, a philanthropic organisation dedicated to sponsoring young scientific talent and funding scientific programs in schools and colleges. His daunting intellect made him a prime target for the UAC, and they recruited him soon after he was appointed as General Director of the Global Science Council. Samuel took over leadership of the UAC a few months after the discovery of Argent fracture and immediately put the Argent Tower in production. During construction of the Argent Tower, Samuel was diagnosed with stage 4 inoperable brain cancer. Samuel was given 6 months to live. He dedicated those last few months to finding a radical solution to his mortality: cybernetic transference. I've got a yellow and a blue next to me. I wonder what they mean.
Authorization: Olivia Pierce. Alpha 402.
She has locked me out, Dr. Hayden.
Bulk power rerouted to Argent Energy Tower.
She is trying to tear open the portal between our world and theirs.
You could not have saved them anyway.
The system won't allow anyone but Olivia to override it now. We will have to shut down the Argent Tower manually from the surface.
Did I get full combat points? No. Bam. Oh well. Also didn't get a lot of secrets. Didn't get a lot of anything. Oh well. Olivia Pierce, the cult leader of the UAC, is trying to open a gateway into their dimension. She wants to help bring about the end of this world, and allow lost soul fall under Hell's control. Olivia has overclocked the Argent Tower, using it to drill a hole into the hellscape and let Hell's army through. You need to shut down the Argent Tower before it breaks through into the world by disabling the energy filters located throughout the surface complex. The beginning of the end.
Olivia is using the tower to drill a doorway into their world. You can prevent her from opening the gate by disabling the tower induction filters.
Interact with the Rune Trial Stone. Acquire the Argent Facility. Those two seem really easy. Perform 2 death from above glory kills on Hell Knights. Okay, maybe that may not be so easy. But I do have 9 upgrades. Some of the upgrade stuff for the machine gun. Let's see if I can get the laser gun.
Untethered cross-dimensional activity is a frequent occurrence outside of the base, so it is recommended that workers buddy up when journeying onto the Martian surface.
What does the map say? Not much, not much. See, that might be where I want to go over there. How do I get over there? I'll drop down here. See what there is. Some shoots. Alright. I'll take it. Big waste, but I'll take it. Better off going down here. I'll take it. Climb. Oh, that's not climb up that. Dead. Let's try again. We'll go the right way this time. That's how you get to here. Okay. You show your face. There we are. Intro. Contract on 5 amps before time expires. Sure. Reward vacuum increase range that you can absorb dropped items. 2 seconds per kill, 4 seconds per glory kill. How long do I have? 2 minutes or something like that? 10 seconds. Got it. A gift from beyond. Earn a rune. Upgrade a rune. I can upgrade runes. Okay, okay. What else did I get? Not much, okay. These are highlights, aren't they? Oh no. You got a rocket launcher. Alright, okay, okay. This weapon has seen little design modification since its development in the late 21st century. A standard issue heavy weapon specialist in all military forces to its unparalleled direct impact and radius damage. The UC provided the design slightly by adding an automated quick reload. The weapon casing has been retrofitted to accept UCA developed modifications. Probably gotta get that in earlier levels as a wee secret. Fair enough. That's where I came from. I got up here. Okay, okay. What the hell's... There's nothing that way? If you keep using the one, I'll upgrade. Got you. so. Combat shotgun and some rockets. Super shy. You can kinda aim. Oh, there's no upgrades. Alright. I'll do that. While this weapon has been removed from the UC's approved weaponry arsenal, many veteran operators insist that there's no better alternative for close combat. It offers incomparable destructive power, extremely close range, but is completely ineffective at long range. The weapon is light and small, making it a perfect second weapon that no self-respecting combat specialist would be seen without. I'll keep a hold of it. Though I would have this over, I don't know, the plasma rifle, which can do shotgun stuff. I don't know. Also, no, I upgraded it. It's because piercing shots are useful, that's fine. Oh, let's go in there, actually. Oh, hold on, there's a way up there. Excuse me. Do they use the same ammo? I think they do. Then what's the point of using the super shotty? I'm never going to touch it again, because there's no point in it, because you can just use the normal shotgun and it'll do just as good. And then higher fire rate, kinetic launcher abilities. Oh, I see one. try that again. I got distracted. Oh no, I'm lost. How did I get out there? Oh, it's down, wasn't it? Down here, yeah. There we go. Have I been here before? No. A healing station. Good to know. Hello. Goodbye. So we're going to run down here and beat him up. And then there we go. That was all. Let's get over here. Oh, get back down, get back down. There we go. I just should have killed him. Alright. Excuse you. Okay, I may or may not be a little bit lost. Okay, no longer lost. Hello. What do you have? Lock on. Press and hold the right click button to lock on the target. Once stopped firing, quickly launch the rockets at the target. I'm gonna go for that one actually though. A multi-chambered cylinder located under the primary barrel can be loaded up to 6 HMX missiles. These small deadly rockets designed to deliver multiple payloads to a single target, but can also be used to subdue multiple targets within a tight kill zone. These missiles will detonate shortly after making contact with any surface. Let me get right to upgrading them. Oh, that's the wrong gun. There we go. Reduce the amount of ammo cost, reload time, instantly activate the Mega Missiles rack when it's ready to fire. Hmm? It's not it's not bam 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 bam, it's just oh. So then I go this way initially. No.
Demonic breach detected.
Okay, effective against shields. Over here. Ah, I killed him again. Oh, I forgot the chainsaw. Oh, Mr. Man. Oh, we're back here. Okay. Once again, I got very lost. We started over there, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's where we started. Can't go through that way, so I'm not gonna jump down, in case I die. I think we should just continue on. Fuck. Okay. Not dead. The surface of Mars is an inhospitable environment despite the breathable atmosphere created by the N2O2 pumping stations. Sandstorms regularly make working outside impractical, and constant maintenance is necessary to keep the facility fully operational. During adverse weather conditions, exterior work is limited to essential activities such as Argent Tower feed control, interdepartmental transport, cargo handling, emergency access, and level 2 hazard events such as Argent meltdowns or bioepidemics. Untethered cross-dimensional activities frequent occurrence outside the base, so buddying up is advised for all workers when journeying to the surface. Doommarine is classed as an artifact, apparently. The sphere invigorates the imbiber, I don't know, with lightning speed. Once broken, the sphere releases a charged cloud of soul breaker energy, which forms a powerful, albeit brief, exoskeleton that charges and accelerates all natural movement. While the effects are brief, the speed that has hastened the subject can reach is breathtaking. The heart rate increases dramatically, ultimately resulting in myocardial rupture. The heart, quite literally, explodes.
We're only temporarily disabling the tower. You need to remove each lens individually. Carefully release the hinges.
Warning. Energy contamination detected.
Destroying the production of Argent energy.
Do not breach detected.
Tablets retrieved from the Great Step in the UAC automated survey of 2143 suggest that Hell Knight originally flanked the Great Serpent during the First Age. After their master was defeated by the Guardians of Hell, the Hell Knights were placed in the arenas of Hell, where they would feed on any victim thrown to them by demon overlords as sport. It is now believed that they guard the most secret and important relics in the Netherworld. Summoner, a cunning adversary, is primarily a defensive summoning unit. As the demon horde swarms the enemy, the summoner sustains the battle by opening a rift to hell and calling forth reinforcements. To prevent being overrun by the relentless horde, the summoner should become a primary target in any battle strategy. When directly challenged in combat, summoners are capable of channeling hell energy into an Argent wave. Although this wave kills most humans, an occasional victim will be transformed into the possessed. Surviving an Argent wave attack is extremely unlikely, but does not appear to be random. There is evidence that the summoner selects the most resilient of combats for induction to the army of hell. The unwilling are fully transformed possessed that have been transported to hell to serve as shrine worshippers, slave labour for higher level demons, or cannon fodder for the battle within hell. What does the map say? I missed a whole bunch. Okay, so I'm there. Let's go for these things over here first. I've not actually been in here yet. Nothing in here. Okay, so where to next? Let's explore over there. Wait, is that here? Yes. I can't get in here. Okay. Down there. Don't know how I messed that up. Oh, let's read that. At times, Tier 1 and Tier 2 advocates will be asked to perform dangerous duties that include exterior work. This work may be put before you as punishment for not meeting your quota, or because you're the best person to complete the job. In either case, the advocates should approach the work with the same focus and commitment as at any other task. Should you experience any interdimensional encounters, you're advised to report the events to a Tier 3 Lazarus Project Scientist or your Department Enforcer. You're advised to not approach any non-human entities without executive supervision. VEGA is an acronym, though the exact meaning has not been revealed by Hayden of the UAC. Once named, it was decided that the AI would need to be given a personality to make interactions more agreeable. A gender was assigned, male, virtual age was established, 50, and a colloquial speech pattern implemented. As such, speaking to VEGA is a calming and pleasant affair. A blind study was conducted with computer science students to see if VEGA would pass a Turing test. The students were instructed to ask a series of questions to both VEGA via Satlink and a mathematician professor from MIT to see if they could tell which one was a computer. 92% of the students thought they were both human. Only 8% detected that VEGA was a computer. VEGA also played the professor. Map. Okay, so what am I missing? I need to go over here and over here. I'm gonna cut across there and get those two things. I guess didn't I not say that last time? I'm pretty sure I did. Am I the right way? Looks like it. There it is. And I will upgrade. I don't know, let's go with that. Anyway, I'm going to leave this episode here.